Hello friends, my name is Dale and I am a flight instructor, and while I was watching some YouTubes myself about holiday gift ideas, I thought why not make one for pilot students or student pilots. So anyhow, this is my gift guide for pilot students. Now it doesn't necessarily mean it's good for just holidays. There could be birthdays, celebrations for soloing or getting a private or just starting out. So if you have a pilot in your life or a student pilot, or you are one, you can send this to your mom, dad, spouse, whoever. So number one is tools. There are a lot of tools that go into learning how to fly, like your E6B. I still have my original one. I spent extra money to get a metal one, and still works, still have it. The paper ones are cheaper, but will they last as long? So you can get a nice metal one and it'll last forever. Plotters, boy, if you want to treat your student nice, get one with a rotating compass. And charts, they're always buying charts because they're always expiring. A chart is a map. Maps are charts. Sometimes I will call a chart a map, and officially it's a chart and I'm aware, but come on, we all know it's a shared mental model. We know what we're saying. Also knee boards. A knee board is like a little notepad that you can strap to your knee, and you can have very fancy ones or very rudimentary ones, but it just comes in real handy to have a notepad on there for copying clearances. And if you're flying IFR in a Cessna, oh my goodness, they come in handy. If you're teaching lessons, they come in handy. So I've found those very useful. Now also, if you want to go extra fancy, you can get your pilot a tablet. Now, I'm not sponsored by anyone, no one knows me, but so I don't want to name company names, but the most common is an iPad, and the most common application that's used, I would say, is ForeFlight. But there are several EFBs, or electronic flight bags, that are handy or useful for pilots. So an EFB with a tablet, it's a little more on the expensive side, but it's very good. Also, side note, with all of these things today, I'm going to try to go from more affordable to more expensive. And all of these things, I can talk for an hour about each of them in particular. So if there's anything you want to have expanded upon, let me know and I'll expand upon it. If there's anything I omit, please add in the comments. We can make a part 2, or just let me know what you would like, so you can let your parents or a spouse know. Also, headsets. I still have my original 2 headsets from when I completed my private license. I got, again, not to name names, but I have David Clark's, and those have worked real well, and I've used those as an instructor to let my students borrow them. And so they've had thousands of hours on them, and they're still working great. So I currently have maybe 7 headsets. So, you can get your pilot a fancy headset or solid headset that'll last them forever. So you can get active noise reduction. One of my more enjoyable headset is a helmet. And whenever I offer my passengers which of my 7 headsets they use, someone always picks the helmet, it seems like. So you can have a fun time with that. Also, I would recommend sunglasses. You can almost never have too many sunglasses if you're a student pilot. Stash them all over the place because you don't want to forget them. So you can have, I like the aviator sunglasses because of the real small arm that goes back, and then they also cover more of your face. But yes, it's cliche, yes, it's, hey, I'm a pilot. But I think they're aviators because they work real well for the job at hand. So sunglasses. Ooh, I would say non-polarized, because if they're using any kind of electronic screen, oftentimes the polarized lenses will black those out, and that's not what anyone needs. Also, I have been given, and more importantly used, pens. You can get a real nice stolen hotel pen, and that carries its own prestige. But also, I've been given 2 really nice pens, and the pilots will always carry them here or here, and it's almost a bit of bad luck for me to not bring one, because that means I'll have a medical emergency or I'll have holding instructions, and just as a jinx if I don't bring a pen. So pens are nice. Yes, you can get a cheap Bic pen, or you can go get, saw the Cartier Santos pens recently, and I kind of want one of those. Send this to my mom. Also, watches. So I can go on for hours about watches. The important thing for a pilot watch, the most important thing I would say, is a second hand, and then it needs to be legible. Man, again with names, not sponsored, Garmin makes some very useful ones, Citizen makes some very useful ones. A lot of pilots have the Apple Watch. And then also there are a lot of pilot watches out there, which, man, one like and I'll make a video about those. One comment, I'll make a video about those. Don't tempt me. Then also bags. You have a flight bag that you can put your tablet, put all your tools in, your logbooks, and take those to all of your lessons. You can, at the student pilot loan level, you don't want a bag that's much larger than a backpack, and it can be bonus points if it can be doubled into luggage once you're working your corporate or airline job. So they have plenty of little backpack size, suitcase size bags that will work excellent for carrying all your tools, maybe your snacks, your bag of almonds that got me through flight instructing, and all those things that will help treat you right. So a number of these things, with maybe the exception of the tools, can all be used once your pilot or yourself are in your forever jobs or your big kid jobs. So if you're working at the Goodyear blimp, or you're working traffic patrol, or on your 787, watch, pen, sunnies, headset, bags, all come into use. But you'll probably use your E6B a little bit less. Ooh, side note, they do make watches with E6Bs, in case you need that. Oh, in case you don't know what an E6B is, it's this slide rule tool, and this deserves its own 3-hour video about. So if you have questions on how to operate an E6B, one comment and I'll make a video about these. I just don't want to make comments about things that people easily understand or have no interest in learning about, but I feel like this can be gone into. So feel free to let me know. If there are any gift ideas that you want that I didn't cover, please let me know. If there are any additions or anything you'd like to have further explained, let me know. But have a wonderful time flying, have a wonderful time learning, and enjoy.